You got to damn near pull them up into your ass just to get them to fit properly.
Does that look like...
You can't even see it.
Huh?
You can't even see it.
Are you sure? Can you see it on the camera? Yeah, you can. You can see the backside of my ass.
How?
I see it on the camera.
This dude.
I'm trying.
Can you see it on the camera?
The backside of his ass?
Well, maybe you can't.
While I'm taking a frontal shot.
You didn't even look at the camera to see if you can or can't.
I'm looking at the camera.
Do what you're going to do.
I'm ready for it. Go.
Got time to mess with your little ass.
Waka waka. That's what the Jokey Bear said on the Muppet Babies. Waka waka.
Fozzie.
Fozzie.
Jokey Bear. Get the fuck out of here.
He's a bear. He told bad jokes. Am I right? That's what Fozzie did.
You didn't even look at the camera to see if my underwear was showing.
Hey, don't do a lot of moving around back there.
No. It's simple science.
Yeah.
Science.
It's the
But I can see it right here, Marilyn. I can see it on the camera right now. On the monitor.
Dude got some sort of, I don't know, maybe he feels like his ass is just
Well,
out.
I know on one podcast, my shirt was above and it was showing my fucking drawers. And I was like, that's nasty.
I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
I think maybe I did see that. Wear proper. See, I gotta wear a loose shirt.
Way too sideways?
I was probably a little too sideways, but I'm going to try to stay in this position.
Yeah, this is comfortable here. My back is supported, semi. But we're gonna have to get back into these chairs, man.
Yeah, I feel that at the most comfort is in my chair.
Hey, well, thank you, Marilyn.
Bye.
Yeah,
Mm.
yay.
Can you close that? You want me to close this?
Nah, it's good. It's good. And then she locked us in here like animals.
Yeah, like she locks the door like as if to say, I don't want this. I don't want them outside.
Yeah.
They need to keep this shit in the podcast chamber because
Yeah.
they cannot go out.
Don't come out, you animals.
Yeah, you'll just embarrass us.
Yeah. We don't have any guests.
She literally treat us like just a bunch of just wild ass monkeys. Just she has to just lock the exhibit up.
Yeah,
Can't let them out. Can't let these monkeys out.
Bastards.
Go on, monkeys. Do your podcast. Do what you monkeys do.
You're ooh-ah-ahing around.
What the hell are you drinking?
Coconut water. You got to be careful with that because, boy, I tell you, it'll have you staining your underpants.
Yeah. I remember we talked about this last time.
Yeah. But it keeps you the most hydrated,
Yeah.
in my mind.
What, electrolytes and all that good jazz?
Yes.
I don't know. I just brought the old-fashioned water.
Worder.
It's hot out there, man.
Not right now. It was just raining.
Hey, man. You picking at the same finger I'm picking at. You picking at your finger or your thumb?
My thumb.
You always had a problem biting your damn
Yeah.
thumbs. Cole bites his thumbs. He bites his fingers and it leaves these little humps and rolls on his fingertips. I'm like, why are we doing that? You had deformed fingers because of it. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
You know what Grandma told me before she passed?
What's that?
She said, if you keep picking at your thumbs and eating at your thumbs, eventually it's going to fall off. And then you're going to wish you had that thumb to pick at. So if I were you, leave it alone.
Damn.
I was at a young age and I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, to your mind, you thought it was true.
It worked for about maybe a couple of weeks.
And you went back to gnawing on
And
it.
I was just like, you know what? I can't help it.
You
Is it possible to have a nervous tick at the age of like 11 or something? Maybe 10?
yeah, I guess.
Or like can 10-year-olds stress out?
Hell yeah, 10-year. my kids go to a pool meet, right? They're into swimming, and the parents are so hard on them to do good. These fucking kids are stressed.
Are you one of those parents?
No, if Cole doesn't swim well or he doesn't swim fast enough, I'll tell him, bro, we got to be a little faster than that. It's a competition,
Right.
right? But he's that kid that I don't care. I'm just here to swim,
Yeah.
right? He has no competitive bone in his body. But the other parents, when they get down on their kids, I'm like, it's just swimming, and they're like, we got to be better. You got to go faster, harder, quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah.
But I wonder if that's what it takes to make a superstar.
Not if the person, I think not if the kid enjoys it.
I mean, do these kids look like they're enjoying swimming?
Some of them just don't want to be there, period.
Oh, so maybe that won't create.
Actually, my kids really don't want to be there, period. We make them go. Yeah, because they have to do something. You just can't sit at home and do nothing.
Right.
So we got to introduce a little bit of something to them.
Kind of wonder, though, if that's how you get superstars. You got to have a parent just, going all out.
Yeah, really, really pushing
above the norm.
The agenda. Yeah. Well, that's how some of these stars are broken, though, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, look at Britney Spears. She's having the rough go of it.
Who was another star that had crazy childhood? Was it Corey Haim or Corey Feldman?
I think both of them.
Right.
Right.
One has since passed.
Yeah.
But the other talks about his life as a young star.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah. Can you imagine like having your whole
life on camera?
Right, but everything is a script.
Yeah.
I know we touched that on that last podcast, like try to live your life off script, but could you imagine, like, I wouldn't know if I was playing a character I had auditioned for or if I'm playing myself. And depending on how many characters I auditioned for, like, how many different personas do I have? And what was the original persona in the get-go? Because being so young, you don't even know you have a persona. You just know your parents wanted to get you in a talent agency.
Yeah, you really had no true identity.
And get
yourself.
you into movies.
Right.
Right.
They were kind of like, you're going off of what you see and what they put in front of you.
Yeah.
But I think part of that molds you into who you want to be, because you'll look at that and go, I don't want to do that with my life. I want to be this version.
Right.
You like take their ideas or extrapolate from their personalities and you build your own. It's like building a bear. It's like build a bear.
Right.
Yeah. I want a little bit of this kind of stuffing in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sew me up with this needle.
Yeah. I just look at people and I go, man, is this person really like this, or are you just giving me one of your many personas just to interact with me? You know what I mean? Do you really know you're getting 100%
of that person at that time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to think that I'm pretty sure we fall victim to it every now and then. Like you'll meet somebody and something about your ego says, do I need to like elevate or be a little bit more important for this person?
Yeah.
Or do I want to be this? Never like truly yourself, because you're like, I don't know. It's different with who you're engaging with.
Right.
So for me, if I'm engaging with throw it out there, like if I'm engaging with a doctor or like a surgeon or something, you're probably like, well, I'm a police officer and I do this just to try to elevate your status to even start that conversation.
Right.
Because your ego feels it needs to be held at the same level or the same standard.
Right.
Or even hell, a little better than that person.
Because sometimes I just laugh at people that they say, I'm always 100% me when I'm around strangers or people I just meet for the first time. And I kind of want to call bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I know how I am at home.
Right.
I'm a certain way. You know how I am at home.
Right.
But if I'm going out and I meet someone new for the first time, I like doing this.
Right.
I kind of change my grammar a little bit.
Yeah, you feed into
You
their,
know, I
to
kind of
that
change.
everything. Yeah.
Well, not everything.
No, but you feed into their ego, or like you'll listen to them and see what they're in, and you'll feed into that. Like,
right.
yeah,
But how much is that of me trying to find something common, or how much did I just take away from myself to make someone else comfortable? Like, why do I feel like I got to
I
change
do
my
that a lot.
vernacular?
I did that a lot.
You know?
You know, when I would get off at the sheriff's department, right? And it's all alpha males there. You can't show a drop of blood in the water. It's like being yourself, like being you and I, positive, and you know, we try to express this what we feel, this positive energy toward people, and just hope they feed off of it and do well. And you want the best for people, you know. But you go into the sheriff's department, if your personality is not like, I'm gonna beat this dude's ass if it comes down to it. I'm always at the ready. I am the officer. I'm the law. I'm of a higher authority. People, you know, you have to put on this different. And I'm talking as far as the camaraderie of just being around other people. You have to feed into that ego,
Right.
right? Just to
fit in.
just to fit in and give that separation. And I tell myself, I don't like when I do that because it's not me.
Right.
And why do I give a shit if they think I'm probably like a pacifist or some sort of, you know, tree hugging cop?
Some kind of kumbaya type.
So I've slowly been telling myself, well, what's wrong with that?
Right.
Why do I have to meet their standard? Yeah, I'm that cop. That's just a good cop. I'm not a dick.
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm not saying all cops are dick, but that alpha attitude, man, it's like I want to say at least 75% of the workforce and law enforcement.
Yeah.
But you have to have that, you know, and I still carry that with me because it keeps me safe, it keeps me alert, it keeps me vigilant, that I can slide into this other persona like you speak of. There's the law dog side, and then there's the get home, and there's the true me side.
Right.
I think we all do that though. Like when you're in conversations with the group, you kind of like feed into the group. You're not per se like that, but you just want to keep in that. You'll dumb yourself down to, you know, that level.
Right.
For lack of better terms.
Yeah. I got into the habit of like training myself, and the wife will tell you, like, when we meet new people too, I stay quiet. I'll just keep quiet. I mean, some may think, oh, it's the shy guy, or no, I just stay quiet because I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Because if you listen, people tell you who they are.
Right.
You know?
Well,
and so by doing that though, it's like, it keeps me out of trouble too.
It does, but you know, you and I are like some sort of introverts. We can't go anywhere unless Maryland makes us go.
Sometimes, but there's like if I even remotely know someone or I've met them once, but we really didn't speak, that's enough for me to come out the shell and go, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
you know,
because you already know what that.
Because I already know. I got a small understanding of who this person is.
Right. Yeah, and that's playing it safe, because if you get them to speak first and they express a little bit of what their personality is on the forefront, you're like, either I want to intermingle with this person or I am just going to keep my mouth shut, because that vibration is a little lower than what I'm used to.
Is this going to be an all religion and all politic conversation, or are we going to have a true, authentic conversation?
Yeah.
I think that's what I thrive for more. Is I know my time on this planet is short. Now I am the one that wants to be out of line.
Right.
You know, now I'm the one that wants to have something. If I'm going to engage in something, I hope that it's going to elevate me in one way or another.
Yeah.
You know,
you want something meaningful out of the conversation.
I don't ever want to go backwards again.
Right.
Even when I listen to music.
Yeah.
If I play something I used to listen to back in the day, I go, oh, I remember where my mental was then. Mm-hmm. And it's no way I'm going to stay on that path, again.
Once you're enlightened, it's very hard to dumb yourself down.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you're right. Your tolerance won't even let you accept that breed of conversation. You would just be like, no, I'm totally turned off. I'm just going to bypass. I've left there. I was there.
Yeah.
It's great that you guys are there, but yeah, I
Yeah.
need to seek something more meaningful.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm on a journey now, and this journey I need to acquire a lot of things that I think is important before I pass this planet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I hear that. And sometimes we just, man, I've been stuck in the rut lately, like, and not like a depression rut, but I've just been stuck in like a creative and just having that, I don't know, that secondary support kind of a freaking rut. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just working on, like, you just got to focus and give yourself some time and don't rush everything, and you don't have to do music 24/7. Give you some separation, breathe.
Right. Right.
So I've been in those kind of some normal life ruts, and I wonder how people get out of their life ruts.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk myself out of it. I'll find something and I'll find some inspiration. I'll go, you're right. Maybe play some Alan Watts, because Alan Watts can put things in perspective to
Right.
to recenter you.
Yeah.
So I get myself out of ruts like that.
Or you just call somebody to recenter you.
right.
You know, like Trayvon called me, I want to say, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And you and I had called him, but he didn't answer, you
Yeah.
know, so we both knew he was going through something.
Yeah, he was in a rut, for
Whenever
sure.
Trayvon doesn't answer your phone call or answer your text, he going through something.
Yeah.
And he has been going through something for quite some time. But he called me and he said, you really figure out who your friends are and even your family, you know?
Right.
And clearly he's dealing with some depression issues and some anger issues. And he goes, you know, I talked to my brother and I just wanted to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anything from him. I just wanted to talk to him to tell him what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother's response was, well, I could try to help you financially or this and that, but the only thing that's going to come from it is you're going to repeat the process. And
Oh, man.
and he said to himself, or did he? I don't know if he told him, but he was like, "That's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
I'm not looking for handouts, or he can help himself.
Yeah.
In that department,
Right.
he's looking for somebody just to sit there and listen and not have to have something to say back.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell anybody, you know, or I would imagine the reason why he was telling me this is because when he calls me or he calls you, normally it's me because I currently or have been going through some of the same rough patches he is now going through.
Yeah.
So he calls me. And when I talk to him, I can't help but to sound like a shaman of some sort. You know, like I am trying to get him back into line again, but back into a place that keeps him sound, you know? I tell him it's okay to fluctuate off the line.
Yeah.
Like we're all going to fluctuate off of our center, you know? But don't feel like you need to keep all of this to yourself. And he's tried to talk to numerous of people, but they're not listening.
Right.
They just are constantly trying to come up in life and plot against others. And he was like, I just can't be around these people no more.
Right.
You know? So I said, Trayvon, whenever you feel like you're at, you know, the lowest of lows, you just got to remember certain things. Remember that the ka, meaning your soul, wants to be balanced and doesn't want to really be tied to the negativity.
Yeah. The temporary
of the
emotions,
flesh.
Yeah. Of the,
You know?
of the physical. Yeah.
And so your ha, meaning the body,
right.
let that deal with whatever's coming at you and leave it there.
Yeah.
Leave it with the ha.
Yeah.
And let the ka just always, you know, I told him, why don't you spend more time with the ka, the soul of you? Why not be in that positive state at all times.
Which is probably easier said than done for his situation.
It is, but when he calls me, he goes, you know, you put the small things in my life in the forefront, and I lost sight of those. I said, you have 2 beautiful twins, and you know, you got beautiful kids.
I recall telling him the same thing.
Like, are you spending enough energy on that? Are you spending enough energy on yourself? Because the negativity is always going to be there. That polarity is going to be there.
Yeah.
You know? So life is short. You need to be happy.
But, you know, and on his behalf, he has spent a lot of his time in that
environment,
in that mind state.
Right.
So, and who knows how long it took him to build these walls. You know, it's going to take him equally as the amount of time to deconstruct his whole thought process.
At the end of the conversation, he had so much weight lifted off of his shoulders.
Right.
And I was kind of like, man, I feel like I kind of talked somebody into a normal state again, you know, or what should be their normal state. And then the wife was listening to me talk to him as she's in her office, and she was like, man, you sounded like a shaman for that dude. Like, you totally brought him back center again.
Yeah.
And he was
at least, you know, at the moment.
Right. And he just, you could tell he felt relieved. And then his response was, I need to move closer to my real family.
Right.
And they say blood is thicker than water. But is it?
Well, you asked me, all blood is the same.
That's what I'm saying. All blood is the same. Like, why do we even have that saying there?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know, like, blood is blood. We are all brothers and sisters.
Different types, but it's the same substance.
Right.
You know who's bad at, listen here, man. I know it's just about us, all right? We'll sit here and preach a goddamn positive message and do this and do that, and you should try this and try that. And my ass cannot take advice.
Yeah.
I won't even take my own advice.
You won't take mine half the time.
Great advice.
Yeah.
What does my dumb ass do? I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm afraid of that, sir.
Well, that's ego saying, how dare you relate that towards me?
Yeah.
You know? I do all the thoughting around here.
Hey, I practice a good but I don't practice what I'm preaching.
Yeah. I mean,
what the hell?
I think a lot of people do some things that way. And maybe it's a deeper rooted thing in the mind that goes,
if I say it enough, I could do it.
I could do it, or I can help someone not be in my position.
Oh, I like that. Oh, now you see there, I could that's good stuff there.
Right?
Baba.
And that just brings me back to, like, you know, why do we feel the need to change even the smallest things about ourselves when we're around other people, you know? And you know, like, I know people are doing that.
Yeah.
They're changing something about them to appease whoever they're with.
Yeah, I still do that. Even with my crew now that I work with, I just do it just to give in to their beliefs. It's easier for me just to do that versus build up the energy of, like, not spending time with them, because that's the way that, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the way they are. And they're good people.
Right.
It's just that I'll just feed into it. Even though I'm not like that, I'll just we'll just do that.
Yeah. It's not a great thing to practice.
It's really not, but I feel
it's not healthy in one way.
Yeah, but I feel like it's okay
to surrender a certain part of you to make people comfortable.
I mean, but you're not being selfish. I mean, you're willing to lower your vibration for the right vibration. It's not like,
okay, if you
know
put it like
this
that,
is like totally negative. Like, these dudes are like, I want to go kill somebody. You're like, I guess we can go do that, you guys. I'll just lower myself and we could just go kill someone. That was on my agenda today, but hell, I'll go with it.
Yeah,
you know, might learn something from it.
Right.
I'm not talking like that. I'm just like, you're just doing it as a general gesture. You know, you're not holding on to that.
So maybe some of our interactions where we don't bring ourselves to the party 100%. Maybe that's a social compromise.
Yeah, it's got to be, because everybody.
But it's an unsaid social compromise
that everyone is like can finally tune themselves to.
Right.
Everybody can meet the dynamic and go, probably not one of my better tanks of people, but
Right.
hell, man, this one will work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's better than sitting with the nerds,
yeah.
fucking with the jocks, bro.
Or is it?
Yeah, or is
you know,
it?
If it was me, I would satellite around everyone's conversation and pick up something from everyone, no matter you know. I always say you could still probably learn something from a Ku Klux Klan rally. You know,
Well, that
like
you can.
if I ever went to a Ku Klux Klan rally, I'll be like, so does anybody here eat like Mexican food or
Yeah.
Italian food?
Are you guys so far caught up in your race that so you don't eat ethnic foods?
Yeah. What's the diet look like in your rally?
Yeah.
What's going on in your agenda?
Right.
You know, I mean, I am.
There was a black gentleman. I forgot his name. He's a jazz musician, and he went and met like the grand wizard of a certain chapter from the Klan, and he like converted the dude to like, why do you hate me? I understand it's because of my color and what this practice is, but I don't even know you, sir. So why do you hate me?
And they
again?
are now like best friends.
Best friends.
Yeah. Like I said, for some reason, I didn't like gay people. And I couldn't even tell you why. I was just like, fuck, I don't know why, man. I don't know. Somebody told me.
It's crazy.
You know? But I mean, it's just how sensitive we are to remove certain things from us and how geared we are in this environment to always look normal it's a dangerous thing with a mind that hasn't shed the in the box mainframe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I was not to cut you off, but I was at Barbers United.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Where you got all the footage.
I was there a couple of days ago. And this is a barber shop here in Indiana in Fort Wayne. And I believe the sole premise of this barber shop is the different ethnic backgrounds that work together is remarkable. And I'm interviewing all of these barbers. They all have phenomenal stories. The high energy inside that barber shop was amazing.
Yeah.
The person that carried the most energy, his name is Ace.
I'm Ace.
And it seemed like his energy field was just, it was to be awe over.
You could see his aura.
Right?
Yeah.
But I asked one of the barbers who is Mexican American, and I said, what's it like being around all these different ethnic backgrounds when it comes to like playing like music?
Yeah.
Is everyone's genre going at the same time?
Or do you guys have a rotation?
Right. Or is there like, he was like, you said, you know what, just to have all of these minds in one spot, I don't want to butcher it. You guys will see some of the interview,
right?
Especially if you come to one of our live shows. But he was like, we found a way with all of these minds, it's hard because we all have different ideas and we all have different like beliefs and dislikes.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't let it, separate what's going on. So we find these weird ways to compromise, and we won't bring out he's like, for him, I guess he wouldn't bring out the most raunchiest Mexican music that he likes. He brings out something that he would think is more
appropriate,
compatible for everyone to listen to,
right?
And he's like, and everybody does that. They do enough with the music to make it at least tolerable.
Yeah.
Don't bring out like heavy metal and slash when everybody's not gonna like,
Right. You can't just cut hair to Seven Dust.
Right.
You can't do that all day. Yeah. That's just
because everyone's gonna want to bob their hair real hard, and lines will be getting messed up really quick if that's the case.
Especially for those that are like, what the fuck are these guys playing?
Yeah.
I just came for a haircut and I'm stressed. I feel like you guys got a lot of energy in this barber shop here.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but man, just interviewing everyone, and the questions we ask, just seeing their just seeing where they are in life based on the questions I asked, and just seeing their facial responses, and just seeing the question asked to a 21-year-old versus a 40-year-old,
Right.
or a 35-year-old, or a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, it was a beautiful thing. I was in there by myself. I was kind of nervous, and I was like, man, I really want to document all of this right now. Are you guys willing to let me come in and video, you know, all of this?
Yeah, and for their first time being on camera, like having a camera shoved in your face, especially while you're working, that could be kind of.
Some didn't like it. Some
Right.
said, well, I don't mind my face being on, I just don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then some just didn't want to give, or just one person didn't want to give an interview, which is fine, but he allowed me to record them. So
Right, right.
I kind of like that there's different personas and some willing to do more. Like that is a real thing, you know, like
not everybody's going to be willing to do.
right.
Yeah.
And we're used to getting more no's than
Than
we are
yeses.
getting yeses. So I'm already geared for no's. That no's don't affect me anymore.
Right.
But for the ones that participated was the ones
That you wanted
I
most.
needed to
Yeah.
participate.
Yeah.
You know, and I was
Because
just
those are the people that'll put themselves out there because
Right.
they don't take themselves that serious.
Right.
You know, I'm not that serious to just ignore you and not participate in something I would probably never do or haven't done or wanted to try.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do this with you.
Right.
What do you want to know? You know?
yeah.
But you have to have that's that elevation I always speak of. You have to be of a in certain enlightenment,
Yeah.
which I don't like saying enlightenment, but you have to be of a,
You gotta be able to level up.
you got to be able to want to level up.
Right.
A lot
Yeah.
of these people, you know, how many of them just like, oh, I don't have time. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine. I got nothing against it, but you know, you're just ignoring an human who just wants to interact with you. And there's really like no justification for it. That's just how bottled up people are.
Right.
Shit, we were that way too. I remember being that way.
Yeah.
It's hard to get us to go. Here's what I don't understand. How come it's easy for us to act a goddamn fool in here, but we cannot be in the public? You ever figure that out? We could play music in
Right.
front of a bunch of people, but how dare you put me in a crowded place
Yeah.
with a bunch of unknown people?
Yeah.
I remember we went into a restaurant, and because we were so uncomfortable, we wanted to turn around and leave.
Yeah.
It took Marilyn to be like,
Yeah.
the hell are you guys doing? Just follow me.
Yeah. We went into a restaurant. It's a sushi restaurant we frequent a lot. It's called Umi's Restaurant in Fort Wayne.
Right.
If you live in Indiana, you got to go to this restaurant.
Go to Umi's.
Go to Umi's.
Best sushi.
Yeah. And they could do it your way sometimes.
Yeah.
But we went in for this this bourbon tasting for a new company.
Yeah. First responder. Right.
No, it's called Responder Bourbon.
Right. Okay.
And so we go, we didn't know what to expect. And we walk in, and inside the banquet room, it's crowded in there. And there's one table in the corner, which we couldn't have been any more happy that table was in the corner. We hurry up and sat down. I sat in the far corner, and Lamar sat right next to me on my right. And him and I had already begun to shut down. Marilyn seen this before we even knew it. She was gone from the table, and I was like, "Oh no!"
She just left us.
The mediator just left.
Yeah, our cushion,
Right.
our security blanket just left us exposed.
Right, and now it's like, do we say something to someone, or do we just sit here?
Hell no, we just
we
sat.
chose to sit there and then get into Twin World.
Yeah.
Where the only people that understand what we are doing is us.
Yeah. And it looked like it was.
And that world was fun because we literally tuned everybody out really
yeah.
quick. Next thing I know, I'm watching Marilyn, and Marilyn is a very short woman who can manipulate her way into things
and get in and out of things quickly.
who can manipulate her way into your mind.
Just pop up behind you.
You know, and she was hitting every table, talking to everyone.
Right.
The next thing we know, people were getting up out of their chairs
Yeah.
in dead conversation with their friends
And coming to sit with us.
and coming to sit with us. And next thing we know, our table is full.
Yeah. People that were supposed to be in attendance for the bourbon guys that opened up their bottle for the first time totally just dismissed them and gravitated toward our section of the room.
right.
And when I acknowledged that, I looked at you and I was like, I don't think we're supposed to be, stealing the thunder from these guys, man.
Right.
And who knows what Maryland is telling these people as they
Right.
come to our table.
Yeah.
We have no freaking clue. But they're like, so I hear you guys are the twins and Maryland says, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what is Maryland?
Yeah. And you're doing music and you got a podcast. How intriguing is this? And I mean, one conversation just land from another. And then I noticed the officers who were putting on the responder bourbon, they kind of turned around and they were like, well, what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't
You know?
even notice that because my back
Yeah.
was to them.
Yeah, and then they found out that you were in law enforcement.
Right.
I was retired EMS. And so the conversation opened up, quite nicely with them.
Yeah.
But, they had since left after the tasting.
Right.
And our table was still there with a nice crowd around it.
Yeah.
And
It turned out to be like one of the better nights at Umi's.
right. And then the people we had a chance to sit and talk to. Do you remember that one woman who was really she was wild. She was like, oh, I forget what she was saying. She was hammered.
Yeah, she was really, really expressive.
Yeah, I think she was like, boy, I'd take you home.
Yeah, she just put it all out there.
Yeah.
It's like, who the hell is this lady?
Yeah. You guys are beautiful.
Yeah, she just like laying it all out there. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
I know the wife was just looking, Marilyn was just looking and she was just like,
Marilyn had that look of like, who's this bitch?
Well, what the hell?
How dare
Yeah.
you, ma'am?
Yeah. She was wild. She was saying
Yeah.
some wild things. And I was like, you see, Lamar? This is why I don't come out in public.
I don't know. We almost lost it, man. We almost made a very simple situation. It was almost like, oh my God, let's just panic and run.
Yeah.
Let's not even look back.
Yeah.
Let's just.
She said that this lady that was there, she said, I have black friends.
Yeah,
Or-
why did we? Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. If you have a black friend, or you're just meeting a black friend for the first time, you don't even know you're going to be friends yet.
Yeah. If
Do
you're just
not-
meeting a black person for the 1st
Don't
time.
bring up the fact
Or any ethnic background.
Yeah, don't bring up shit like, I have a black friend. Makes me a little bit diverse, sir. I understand what you're going
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the struggle is real.
Yeah. I have a Hispanic friend.
Yeah, his name is Pedro,
And they just make stuff up. His name is Juan Carlo.
and it goes for both sides.
Right.
Yeah. I got this one white dude I work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be friends.
And that's that thing I'm telling you. Like,
I don't need your validation that you have a black friend.
But
sir.
but I mean, if you have a normal conversation with somebody, you will have something that is compatible. Just don't force something on a person.
Yeah.
To try to find that.
To be
that commonality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say things like, I love fried chicken too, Lamar. Watermelon is great in the summer.
Damn, gets finger licking good.
Yeah.
I hope that didn't hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
but damn it, I love some crispy tater tots and
Now what?
green drink.
Yeah. Now when you say green drink,
Right.
I think you're doing a little too much.
I haven't had anybody come to me and say, Lamont, you want to drink some green drink with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably say, I love Kool-Aid too.
Yeah, I don't like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So whatever happens if somebody says, boy, I sure could use some watermelon right now, and then you go, well, I don't like watermelon, I'm allergic to it.
Yeah.
What would they say? They'll be like, oh.
They'd be like, okay, so you're not eating watermelon.
Probably think to themselves, I don't know one person that's allergic to watermelon.
I get the itchy throat when I eat watermelon.
Do you?
It's an allergy.
You might have a slight allergy to
Yeah,
it.
it's a little reaction. I don't get it all the time, but I notice that when I eat a lot of it,
Yeah.
I get the scratchy throat.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a cool party. That was one
It
way.
turned out to be a cool party.
That was one way.
Started off in shambles.
Yeah, but that was one way she can bring us out of our shell.
We
too.
devoured ourselves before we even got there. We pent up all these little scenarios.
Yeah.
I'm sure mine were different from yours, but they were in unison.
They were there. And my scenarios in my head at the time were, these people do not want us there.
We went into a TJ Maxx, and I don't know why we did that. We never do that. But if there was a security guard watching the cameras as these two dudes walked in, we walked in there and not even 10 feet turned around and walked back out. So the security guard must have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? These guys just came in 10 feet and just walked, promptly left the store.
And now they're just sitting outside the store looking in.
Yeah.
Remember, we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we just turned around and was just
Yeah.
like, I cannot do that. That type of crowd, it was ridiculous. I could have sworn I saw a mother like elbowing one of her kids, like, because he was in the wrong rack.
Right.
I was like, there's a lot going on.
That crowd was
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
People were like throwing shirts and
Yeah. And I just
I
don't
can't
want
do
to.
it.
I just don't want to touch a shirt that's been touched 80,000 times before I even got to it.
yeah, there's that.
It was just wild.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. I'm glad we went in and went out.
yeah. I just can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like.
I don't like going to a restaurant and they sit you in like this center table of the fucking restaurant.
Right.
Because, and what about us likes to go eat in public? Like, no one really wants to see you chew your food.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, all right, so now we're in the middle. Everybody can see us eat, man. I'm not comfortable with that.
Right.
Everywhere I look,
yeah.
I'm looking at people look at me eat.
What is it about going into restaurants where we always have to have a booth if they're
It's that security blanket.
I only choose restaurants
Yeah.
that I know have a booth.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be on center display.
Right.
I notice it right away.
Unless we go to Umi's and we're sitting at the bar.
At the bar?
Because that bar is
Yeah.
it's essentially our cheers.
Right. Yeah, everybody knows your name there.
Right.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable. I'm adamant. I will not sit in the center and I won't have my back to the door.
Right.
I always have to see, that's the cop in me. I got to see who's coming through the door. Gives me a fighting chance.
Right.
In my mind, at least.
Yeah.
I always dig up the tactical scenario when you're in a restaurant. If he comes in here, how do I place myself there?
Right.
9 times out of 10, it really doesn't happen that way. But
Man, I tell you, and I'm glad you told me you do not want to do police work. Get out of that academy.
Yeah.
And so it was 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before I graduated that when we had that discussion. And I probably never told you this, but my mentality changed 100% when I was in that academy.
oh yeah, they program you in there.
They was programming me
Yeah.
on things I didn't even know I was being programmed on.
and it's the not a curriculum, but it's structured after Camp Pendleton boot camp,
Right.
Marines boot camp.
Right.
So you're getting that shock and all. Like
Right.
my day one, it was raining and they threw freaking little shock or frags out, concussion, and I was
Right.
like, the hell am I getting myself into? And then I had a female drill sergeant, Miss Smith, come up to me and she was like, "What's your name, cadet?" and all this and yelling at me. And I was like, "I don't know, sir." And I thought in my mind, it was like that meme.
Yeah.
It was at this time he knew.
He fucked up.
Yeah. And she was like, "Do I look like a sir to you?" And I said, "No, sir."
But you sure pull off that presence.
Yeah, and I said, "No, sir." And her eyes got bigger. "Ma'am,
Yeah.
sir, ma'am."
Sir, ma'am.
She was like, she didn't even yell at me.
Yeah.
She was like, "You will get on the ground on your face and you will push." And not only will you push,
Yeah.
but you will push until I say stop.
Good God, you gave her ammo.
Oh, I
Yeah.
probably did, like off the bat, she made me do like 50 push-ups in
Yeah.
the rain.
Not everything was bad about that academy.
No, it had structure in it.
There
Yeah.
was a lot of for my mentality, I pulled a lot of good things out of there and took it with me.
defensive tactics.
Defensive tactics, I took it and went further with it.
Yeah.
Because the wife is a 10-time gold medalist in jiu-jitsu.
Well, damn.
Some of y'all don't know that. But we took that, and
He's just throwing out
Yeah.
medals and accolades like it's just, just so you guys know.
we took that knowledge, and when we were living in Wyoming, we started a little self-defense program for women. And then I also took out like structure from that academy.
Right.
I took out like my body and my mind can do more than
Yeah.
what you think it can
do.
do.
You can push a lot more.
It showed me the benefits of teamwork.
How to handle a gun.
It showed me that those instructors, they weren't against you. They didn't dislike you. Their job was to keep you alive
And just
and
put you in a stressful
and learn how to
situation.
deal with the stress.
Yeah.
They actually are teaching you how to shoot and be aware of your surroundings. And, so there was a lot of great things about the academy, but there were also a lot of negative things about how that was organized.
Right.
I won't share a whole lot of it, but because it's a total personal experience. So what I'm saying, you might not get the same result from somebody.
Yeah, you may like that. That may be up your alley.
Right.
Yeah.
But, that was like, man, I felt like a lot of things that were brainwash type things, but a lot of things I got that was really good.
I'll give you an example too, like and this is just for me. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but they never taught me, even though it was an academy class, they never taught me, hey, if you run into this situation out when you're on patrol, let's just say my situation, you pull a lady over, she has a warrant. It's not a very high warrant. It's something that I can cite her out on for a promise to appear, and I can just have her go along her way. So she had groceries, and I can obviously tell she was going to go home and feed her family. So I have officer discretion. I can either say, you know what, I'm going to take her on the petty warrant and let her groceries go to shit. You could be that guy. Or you can say, you know what, you have a warrant out for your arrest. You need to take care of this. I obviously see you have a car full of groceries with kids. You're going to go home and feed them. This is what I'm going to do. And she was a cordial woman, Did she look of the sorts with her car being in disarray? Yeah. I said, this is what I'll do, though. I'm going to give you this promise to appear. It's just a citation. It's pretty much saying that you promise to appear in court on this date to take care of the warrant. And she looked at me and she was just like, that honestly means so much more that you did that, because, I got to go home and feed my kids. But not only that, because you let me go and you were so cool about it, I promise to you I will show up for court and I'll take care of this warrant. And the warrant was only for like $300 or something like that, like $200. It was just like she wasn't wearing a life jacket in the lake, and like Fish and Game wrote her a ticket for not. It was just a simple warrant, so, and I told her, there's no need to let that go beyond. You go and show up to court now. This shows that you're willing to take care of it. I can only assume that the judge or magistrate was like, just pay the fine and you can go. But, the academy never teaches you how to be a human and a reasonable human.
Right.
It always built you up for the dealing with the negative part of society. And when you deal with them, don't even try to make them feel better. Or
well, then you're at the control of your FTO too, your field training officer. If your FTO is a piece of shit, burnout, you're going to be a piece of shit.
Not all the time.
Well, I mean, that's kind of hard.
No,
even when I was in the EMS world,
I don't consider
my FTO
myself a piece of shit.
But you're not an FTO, and you're not.
No, but I had a piece of shit FTO.
Right. But I'm saying, even in the EMS world, where we were training young rooks to deal with patients, there were some burnouts that was giving the wrong impression to these young guys really quick.
Oh, no doubt.
And turning them into laziness.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's them following orders or feeling like they have to, they like we said, they don't even know themselves. So obviously this is the right way. He's teaching me.
Right.
This is what I'm going to do.
But there are piece of shit cops.
Oh yeah.
That train people to be piece of shit cops,
Yeah, it's out there.
So they don't like you said, they don't show you that in the
Yeah,
academy
they don't
either.
teach you how not to fall for that,
Right.
Or make that. Well, you know, I'll even name his name. His name was Deputy Tice, and when I was on FTO with him, he tried to make me do a pedestrian check on a black male just walking down the street. It was like 11 something at night, almost 12, and I was like, well, why? He was like, because he's just walking out here at night. There's no reason to be walking out here at night. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
But I'm new, right?
Right.
So I get out of the car and I go, hey, bud, let me talk to you, or something along those lines. And he kept walking. And so I turned around and was like, oh well. And I went back to the...
Clearly, you don't want a consensual conversation.
Exactly. So I went back to the cruiser, and he was like, well, what happened? How come you didn't get his information in his name? And I said, why? Tell me what crime he did, and then help me understand what I'm missing.
Right.
He looked at me for a while, and he just like had this smirk, and he was...
Oh, you're one of these guys.
Yeah, and then we drove off.
Yeah.
So fast forward, my final FTO, Malcolm Page, I told him the deal, what happened, and he was like, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you didn't go and violate that dude's right, even if he was
Right.
up to no good. If you have no merit to be there, if you have nothing at all of him violating the law, you don't need to engage in that conversation.
Right.
Unless you truly want to just talk to someone and have it consensual, but at 11 o'clock at night, he just thinks you're going to harass him anyway.
Right.
And he's like, fuck that deputy for having you do that.
Yeah.
That is not what we do.
Right.
And so he told the sergeant, and I don't know what became of it, but they were both like, that's not what we do. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So, but it just tells them, yeah, we know we have that employee.
Yeah.
I just told them what kind of FTO he was, and you know, they're aware that he's still out there training people that way.
Yeah. It's just crazy how vulnerable our thought process is, you know, or not thought process, but our minds, how vulnerable we can be.
Manipulated.
Right.
Yeah.
And around others.
Yeah.
You know, I think that that'll always be a thing I'll always struggle with.
You think other monkeys send monkeys out to do some shit for them? Like, I'm teaching you how to get bananas, but I want you to go over there to Baba's mother's house and just steal a bundle of bananas.
I know that there's mayhem. Like, and I know that monkeys teach lessons, you know, and you know for a fact,
Yeah.
they police themselves.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they discipline the hell out of themselves.
Like the whole community,
Yeah.
there's a set of monkeys that go, okay, these are the laws.
Yeah.
Now, we are great in numbers. Anyone come outside the law, you're going to get dealt with.
Yeah. And I wonder if like all the male monkeys got to like whoop the other monkey's ass. Like, you got to get beat by everyone in the tribe. You can't, you violated everybody,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
God damn
Yeah.
it, Baba. How dare you?
Everyone wants to get their hands on you now.
Yeah.
I mean, what if that was the consequences? Like, I bet you monkeys learn real quick.
They seem like they work well in the pack. Every time I look at I don't know, are they a pack or tribe? What do you call
I like calling them a tribe.
a tribe? So,
Yeah.
you know, every time you look at them and you diagnose them, they're having a grand time. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see somebody eating something off of somebody's body.
Yeah. Or that's hygiene.
Yeah, it's great
You know?
hygiene.
It's
Yeah.
great hygiene.
They spend a lot of time just
Yeah.
making themselves look great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
me eat that off of you, sir.
Yeah. That's like, what does a monkey community gathering really do for its species? You know, I saw a documentary where they were all in a group, and it was hard to tell what it meant, you know,
Yeah.
because they was just all chilling. Like, they came from every part of the jungle, that same species, and they were just there in the grass, frolicking around.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
just
it's what they do, man.
coming out of nowhere. And then they would chill for like
Yeah.
3-4 hours, and then everybody would just disperse.
I imagine that's what we would do if we had no jobs, houses, or responsibility. All you had to do is sit there and just be a unit. Could you imagine that?
Right.
I mean, we would, in essence, do the same thing.
Just gather and just
gather
and just meet up.
We've been there. We've done that. We've evolved from that.
Right.
I don't know where we went wrong.
Right.
Monkeys are so much more laid back. I mean, they have a great sense of justice, but they are well laid back. And I know you got that crazy demented monkey, you know.
Right.
God damn it.
He's the problem.
Little Baba is he's bipolar, man. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this dude.
He's off his rocker.
He's off his rocker.
I wonder if they sense that and then natural selection kicks in and they go,
Could be.
this monkey is not of sound mind.
Yeah, you are not.
So if you keep jeopardizing us, we may have to eat your ass.
What
sir.
you're doing is not conducive at all, sir. You just we're done with this.
For sure.
Or they may not even do that. They may just oust them. Like, you got to go.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen fur bearers outs like people in the community. Like meerkats. You ever watched those meerkats?
Yeah. You remember the one girl that was cheating on
out her ass.
She had to get out.
Yeah. No, you in here fucking all the meercats. We can't have this.
Can't have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your ass out of here.
All them meerkat ladies got together and was just like, you got to go.
You're in the other tribe anyways.
Right.
How dare you?
Right. Get out of here. I know monkeys do the same thing. I know that if there's something wrong, like let's just say one monkey has autism. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
Right? But they go, oh, this monkey has autism. We know there's nothing we can do about it. And he really doesn't do anything harmful. He's just a little off.
Yeah.
We got to take care of him as a community.
Yeah.
But then there's the psychopath or there's the crazy one that's just mentally unstable. Can't trust a fucking thing this guy does.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're going to either eat your ass or we're going to kill you. So it's best
you leave.
You hit the road, son.
You can't stay here.
Yeah, because you are on some Manson stuff and clearly we just trying to swing and eat bananas.
Right. You just going around slapping all the male monkeys on the ass and winking at them. You can't do that here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
trying
know.
to put your thumb in people's booties and stuff.
Yeah,
whatever you are doing is not going to continue, sir.
Yeah, we got to put an end to this.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn monkeys.
To me, it will always be the most fascinating thing in my life.
I'm still looking at getting us a what do you call those computer animator. We're gonna make some monkey drawings and just do this.
Oh, here's another thing. My daughter Seraphine.
Oh yeah.
She just had a baby, which we are grandparents. She's my stepdaughter, but I call her my daughter.
Right.
They fall on hard times, so they're coming to stay with us for a little bit. Here's a few positive things with that. One, that she's not going to be on the streets.
Yeah. That's probably like an instant.
That's
given.
You know, her boyfriend's mother was like, "No, you can't stay with me. That ship has sailed." I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know parents would
that's
have
out there.
windows for their kids."
Oh, it's out there.
That's just crazy. But anyways, Seraphine is a special effects makeup artist. So I had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great idea.
Well, go on. Spit it out.
Let me know if you guys think this isn't a great idea. You know, like you actually have to get in that comment box and say something.
Well, go on. Spit it out.
So she's a special effects makeup artist. I thought to myself, why don't me and BUBU, why don't we just utilize her magical abilities and dress us up like monkeys? And with her great talents, she could do wonders with our face makeup.
Oh, when I say
we could do a whole podcast.
She's got a talent for makeup.
In a monkey persona. Now, I've always wanted to be an actor, and I've watched plenty of Gorillas in the Mist.
Oh, yeah.
Planets of the Apes.
Facts.
King Kong.
Big facts. I could do it.
Any which way you can. Any which way you can.
No, any which way but lose.
But there was one called Any Which Way You Can. It was two of them.
Facts. That's right.
I've studied monkeys. Tarzan, not just any Tarzan, the black and white Tarzan, where they was really racist.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really racist on that. I don't know if I want to rekindle that. But I tell you what,
I think I'd pull it off.
I kind of like it because all I have to do is just be me, BUBU.
I just have to be Baba.
I don't know if we do like the African like.
No.
we just be us on
no.
this one. Yeah.
Once I get this makeup on,
Yeah.
and I get in front of this camera so y'all
Yeah.
can see, I'm going to be in character.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to go all in.
Yeah. I may not even sit on this couch the way you think I should sit on this couch.
Oh, damn.
I may even make sure the kids is not watching this right now.
Yeah,
I'm giving
that-
you, hold on, I'm giving you a
Just
minute.
give them a minute. Just like tell them earmuffs or like, what did you, earmuffs, look away.
Tell them something. But I may get on this couch, shit in my hand, and throw it right at the camera.
We gonna have a problem with that.
Because that's what a monkey really does.
No, we ain't doing that shit.
It's the nature.
No.
Nature!
I'm not. Who's cleaning this up?
Well, you know, there are people that Marilyn would say in the movie world, they are key grips and they are PAs, you know.
What the hell who's cleaning that up?
We'll find somebody.
Yeah, no, we not doing that shit.
Maybe it's not a real turd, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe I
Oh,
devised
man.
some
No.
kind of mechanism and it seemed like I took a...
What, like Nutella or something?
Right, you know, I can engineer things that would blow your mind.
Yeah.
As a blacksmith farrier, we know how to engineer. Afro engineering.
I don't know. Let us know, should we go all monkey or what?
We have the ability to go all monkey. I think we go all in. I have not yet seen a podcast where two twins
Or anybody get in a damn monkey costume, man.
Right. Have you? And then go full in.
I kind of want to wear a suit and tie and get the whole sports announcer headset and just speak on like a fictitious sport.
Right? Yeah. Maybe we should do like
Baba, the defense looks like they're in impeccable shape.
there they are, BUBU, lined up just as well as they should be.
The ooh-ooh-ah-ahs are out tonight.
Yeah, and they look like they're ready to cause some havoc out there.
Look at all that slipping and sliding from the banana peels left on the stairs there,
I'm
Baba.
telling you, there's no one ever out there to pick that shit up.
I mean, how far could that shit go?
Ooh, when I get in character, I think too we should probably get the contact lenses too and just go all
I
blacked
don't
out
know about
eyes.
putting shit in my eyes, man.
Yeah.
You're going to be hard-pressed to
Well-
get me to put something in my eye.
We're gonna do it.
I don't know. I can't even put eye drop in without blinking and going, freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Damn. I didn't even get a chance with that one. You just laced me up with bullet holes and such.
I had to do my Sylvester Stallone, sucker. Yeah, yeah.
Like the channel.
Subscribe.
And ring the damn bell.
It's a good bell to be ringing.
Thank you for the Patreon members. And
How come some of y'all don't leave comments?
yeah, well, hey, that's a good question. Now I know you watch it, and as many of you watch it, why is it so hard to hit that like button?
Well, I mean, is it because you don't like us, but you watch us?
That don't make no damn sense. There's got to be something you want to put in the comments.
Just put in the comments HI.
That ain't asking a lot. I mean, shit.
Or
HI is great.
or just put watched.
Yeah, watched.
I'll tell you what. If you put something in the comment box and help this channel grow, I'll send you a free sticker.
Damn.
It's a nice sticker.
Who's going to turn down a free sticker?
I mean, you know, when Marilyn got these stickers, I went, where am I going to stick this?
Yeah.
I ain't a sticker person.
I'm going to put one on my truck because I like the emblem.
She said, well, I didn't get them for you. I got them for Marilyn or Marilyn. I got them for
Sarah
Monroe.
I can't. Madonna.
I wanted to say Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. So Sarah Madonna Monroe is a subscriber. We don't even know this woman. I mean, we kind of do now, but she has been in the comment box a lot. And we used to have a lot of people in the comment box. Where did we go wrong?
Yeah, maybe leave a comment.
Is there something y'all want to see different?
Yeah, leave a comment and tell us.
Tell us.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah.
We got music to do.
I feel like we was grilling y'all for a little bit.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to do that. We're just trying to figure shit out.
Well, if they watch the podcast, they know we ain't.
Yeah.
We don't ever mean anything in a negative way.
Yeah.
But if you're new to the channel, then hey, look, go back and watch some podcasts so you know who a brother is.
Yeah. Start your ass from scratch.
Yeah. Somebody said we got to do more shorts too to help the algorithm.
Yeah.
We're going to do more shorts. We are doing more rehearsals.
Yeah.
But we just can't disclose everything because, we're rehearsing and we got to make these songs better. So what you're hearing is in its beginning phases. But yeah, we got to go.
Yeah. You done now?
Comment. That's all I got to say. Help us, help you, help us.
Peace.
More hair grease. Boy, you didn't even try to pull a firearm on me this time, boy. I tell you, I lit your ass up, sucker.
I was just in a relaxed state, and then I saw the mic. I was like, well, what is he about to do?
Because I got a bag full of quarters.
Yeah, you tore my ass up, too. Was that a machine gun?
Yeah, that was...
Damn.
I wasn't going to let you pull that shit on me again. I always lose. I ain't going to never lose. I mean, I've been losing.
Yeah, but
I ain't going to lose no more, sucker.
Yeah, but a machine gun?
Yeah.
I didn't even know those was allowed.
Yeah. Well, you brought up cheat codes like cross draw.
Yeah, but I'm still using the same weapon.
Yeah. Well, didn't nobody say there was rules on it? You didn't write the rules.
No, but a machine gun?
Yeah. Cross draw? Cross draw! That shit still had me